What happened next?
Okay. After immediately called the police station, there must have been about... How do you know what time it was?
That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket and makes him look like a dropout for a no-name high school. Hey, pal, I graduated pretty good. I mean, top of my rank college.
I don't believe this.
It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. Okay, so he wasn't mistaken on what time he called. And if I am wrong, then that obviously doesn't know. Wait, detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why you? You're just some lousy kid who.
Hipster.
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
I want to see this too. So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m.?
They got there before. Excuse me. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling and gawking crawling all over gawking. Wow. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country.
I can't find anything out of the ordinary in this testimony. Why don't you just take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should.
So, and one more thing that I need to point out with this game. This game also implements only certain things trigger when certain statements are pressed. So...
There's only 4 statements. I'm gonna press them all. She ran away just like that?
Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like a guilty bird she is.
Or she saw...
Bird. Got it. Good joke. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a pun too hard for someone who got a third-rate education?
Oh my gosh, you're those pretentious
I know,
white,
right? I know.
rich hipsters who think they know shit, but they're actually the problem.
Go get some avocado toast, dude.
Yeah, you spend like all the money on them, but that's why you can't get a house, right? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, she ran away the instant she saw you. How could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
No, he didn't. He didn't answer that question. He stated that the defendant is the culprit, but he didn't say that how he knew it was...
How to see it? Yeah. This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
How do you get more information out of him? Immediately? As in
immediately, I mean. Sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but... that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach that in your pitiful school?
So pretentious.
I know, right?
I still didn't whack this guy.
I love how punchable this dude is.
You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a second.
Yeah. Maya, how old is she?
I don't remember who she is. I get feeling
She was
I know
18
her.
in the last game, I think.
Yeah, isn't it 1 year later?
I think.
So she'd be 19. For the right college.
The right college.
Does that mean you're not in college?
Yeah. He's a university student in transit. He's looking for a college. Yeah, 45. Yeah. Yes. Here's my card.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
15 minutes is a long time to wait.
yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's no way.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
But I don't, because every statement I see with college, there's nothing in the testimony that says anything about college. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m.
So what of it?
You said you recalled the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it?
Ah!
I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, though.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little daze.
Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question.
Telephone, or, I mean...
Spit it out.
I was searching for a phone booth.
A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
Phoenix doesn't.
Judge!
Judge does have a cell phone?
I mean,
but Phoenix doesn't?
I know he does.
Okay, he just has other cell phone.
Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't have it on him right now.
Because what good is that cell phone
Yeah.
when it's not?
You and your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of... What?
Matroska?
Do you know what it is?
It's those dolls with mini dolls inside.
Oh, yes, you're right. I have one of those, yeah.
I know them from Toy Story.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, yeah.
I also may have pronounced it wrong because I don't know
Yeah,
Russian.
right. You must think you're something really special.
Witness.
Calm fuck down. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy?
You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be a very scattered brain when it comes to your belongings.
He's one of those rich, pretentious people who's like, I can replace them anytime
Right,
I want.
right, man, right. What? Are you saying first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard this? Yeah.
Or genius,
I'm gonna have
plain
a-
people like you don't understand.
Enough.
Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be?
Could it be?
You mean the cell phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further.
Alright.
No, I think we should back off. Nah.
Yeah, back up. Yeah,
Nah.
it's nothing.
Just give him a hard time. He's not even in college. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now?
What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know, see, it's right here.
Oh, I see. Looks like he got his phone. And I thought that maybe that was his. This was his.
Well then, I think we've cleared up all this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? I mean, Bless you.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, my bad.
We got the phone from Maggie.
Because we found a phone and glasses. Those are really suspicious already.
Yeah.
And he lost his phone
Both
and his glasses.
of them.
So I do want questions.
Yes.
There is something. Your Honor, the witness testimony did not make sense. I don't believe there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone.
How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Well, alright, let's have this proof then. Please present the proof of the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
I think it's glasses, no, it's a cell phone. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim.
And yet again, you have presented the court with an obscure, meaningless item.
Huh? This evidence? It's meaningless? I don't get it at all. Why do you think he wouldn't need to look for a cell phone in the first place? Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he didn't really have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present that piece of evidence? Oh, so that's the... Oh, wait. I need to look at the picture again. Oh, there's a cell phone. There's a phone booth right there. My bad.
Oh, hey, it's the first case, so no penalization.
It's quite simple. So, it's actually, please take a look at this.
At the crime scene booth?
Booth.
Photo. Wow. Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you.
No! It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Order! Order! Why is this... what does reporting the crime have a little late proof for you?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That's reason enough to draw a decision on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, was he looking for something else? Was he?
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with this court? Can you offer an explanation to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
But my theory is that he had to go all the way around to get to the body. And that was the 15 minutes before. If they want proof, then glasses. There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation.
You have to pound your gavel for that.
However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present the court to that one piece of evidence that answered the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I guess it's the glasses. He was looking for the glasses. Mr. Wellington.
Well, what? Don't. You almost made me have a heart attack.
These are your glasses, aren't they?
They're blue, so. Where'd you find? Ah!
I believe the court has all heard what you just confessed to. That those glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body.
Under the victim's body? Order. Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess to confirm anything.
Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dusting Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. You need to breathe, dude. I know I'm right. He's a real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to his case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim, every set on the edge of the net. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Your Honor! The defense is making a mockery of this court. Without a solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being a murderer. Yeah, that's right. I am no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer.
In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation to why you are not the murderer.
Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim. What about that?
Oh, you mean the name Maggie?
Yeah, even an idiot so you can read that, right?
But we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. Oh.
So basically, you're saying that in order for the defendant to look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hands to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal somehow knew the defendant? The defendant knew? The defendant knew? Otherwise, how would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That's a good point.
I'm sorry, I can't tell the difference between that unless they mean Maggie. But in that case, I would have written Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie, yeah. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird before this trial.
I forgot. Was there any other way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way she told him her name. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, would the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on that day of the murder, correct?
So what if I didn't?
When you realized you had lost it, what did you do?
What did I do?
Did you try to find it by calling it?
How did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with. Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with your line of questioning? Do you think there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and this murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Okay, we are not. Okay, we have already done this.
We've already done this.
I'm just gonna skip, sorry.
Also, I feel like I need to give him a different voice when he's all panicky. He's like, oh, I'm so prim and proper. But then he's panicking. He's, oh no!
Yeah, when he's all panicky, I expected him to be like, sound kind of like a pre-pubescent kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Kid.
Yeah, like that. Oh no.
You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie.
Yes.
Maggie, but the name was written on the ground was Maggie.
Or Maggie.
Maggie. This was a mistake that only occurred if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order. But Your Honor, the witness had no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I did not have a motive. Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Can you explain the motive the witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but somehow I remember Maya's voice.
Yeah. Now then, please present this court the motive that the witness had a motive.
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What's this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. This list of phone numbers are stored in a cell phone's memory. Names and number belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up phone numbers on a person's phone is worse than the crime of murder. Murder.
Excuse me. That explains so much of you.
Yeah.
The genius, moral, goddess of whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I know is that for you to tell, all I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
Do you think any of you can know what it's like to be a refined man like me? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't it obvious? The witness is a member of the group. Was not looking at the group. Would not have the number if he was just looking at the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it'll be all over for you. That's why you had to kill.
No, it's too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I
got you now.
That police officer. Your Honor! What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness.
You have just said that.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Okay, yep, we've seen this.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Wellington would have to do is meet Miss Bird and get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That's a valid point.
Because he looked into the phone?
What does that does the defense think about this point?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well, then, Mr. Wright, what was that something that didn't agree with the witness?
Found in the park, talked to the owner but they never showed, broken neck, off-colored glasses. Sorry, I didn't look at it closely.
Do not forget that you can present profiles.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just looking at the evidence first. Here we go, point across. Is it because he was stating the defendant? Because that's terrible. Because, like, I was just thinking back to Gumshoe. It's Maya.
It's Maya.
Drifting virtuoso.
Right.
Looking for the right college. I have like 5 tries. I'm just gonna go for it. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince has gone on his day right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Well, that too.
Yes.
I was thinking that.
Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman.
He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone.
If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone.
In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone.
And he went into a panic, is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive, not bad for a person in third-rate education.
This is coming from a person with no education.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
The evidence!
This guy is really creeping me out.
You've all been waving around talking like it's a suspicious cell phone. Suspicious cell phone numbers, a suspicious comment artist. They're all on my phone, on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Where's your evidence?
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have the right to you don't have the slightest idea whose phone you have in your hand belongs to. You can't be sure it's mine, you simpleton.
What?
It feels good to see you squirm.
Actually, we're seeing this.
A lot. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing it, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be, maybe... Fingerprint on the phone. Stored numbers. Now, the only thing is, we've all handled this phone.
Right.
Our fingerprint is also on it. But his fingerprint should also be on it. Because it's his phone. Stored number. Oh, they said they didn't find fingerprints on the glasses.
Right.
But
maybe.
because of the sand and stuff.
Yeah.
But they never checked the one on the phone. So I'm gonna say the fingerprints on the phone. Because we already went look at the stored number. I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Please tell me you remember this, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some footprints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got out from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what?
Phoenix!
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. God damn it, Phoenix. You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too.
Good job, Phoenix.
He composed himself really quickly.
Oh, it's so much fun to watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
You made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see.
Is that fake?
Oh, and incidental, you can't check numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Sure.
Your phone, right now, just stopped working. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers where I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington.
What is this? From the way you talk to me, it seems like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you're too much. And of course you had no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Ah, now I remember! Huh. Looks like they hung up.
So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Turney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove the owner of who that owner of the cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore had no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself. Merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Neither have you. Also, we paid freaking Mile Edward 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, one case we worked together, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Who am I? Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. Oh, if that will be all, I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have to have a reservation at the ultra fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Honestly, yes.
We never give up.
Because we don't give up. And honestly, just prolong it until we can pull some sort of bullshit out. Please, wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. If he has questions for the witness any more of his badgering, you will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I want to get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your clients and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? Mr. Wayne. I said that Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Is it his freaking business card? Because what else did we get this for? I want to see what happens if I do it. And also because the who I am thing kind of like stuck out in my mind.
Who I am.
My attorney's badge.
Yes. Hello, I'm an attorney.
Well, we assume that's our cell number. Okay, he has a cell, apparently.
Yeah, yes, he does have a cell.
It's gotta be the business card. I mean, literally, we never did anything with it. Okay, if things go bad, you can blame me on it.
Okay.
Because we haven't had any mistakes, and
Right.
I'm gonna use this business card because it's just sticking out in my mind.
Yeah. Why? Thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Now, real quick, before you continue, go ahead. Bring up court record right now and look at his business card. This is the only time you see this.
I still can't read it. Fancy script, the ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it.
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. The name of the card is me. I did everything.
Hi, I'm me.
Hi, I'm Phoenix, right? I think.
I just remembered me.
Yeah. It's my head still kind of hurts, but yeah, the back of the card.
I have a lump on the back of my head the size of Pluto, but...
That card is important because of what is on the back. Huh? You wrote your cell number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Oh, huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Oh yeah, I forgot about your cell phone.
Pink princess cell phone. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
We're going to call my cell phone right now. He took his cell phone, and then the court will see everything for what it is.
Of all the idiotic, stupid things to...
He has the cell phone! He took the wrong cell phone! So Maya did keep it as the Steel Samurai!
Ah! Why is my phone? And with the stupid sounding ringtone!
Excuse you, that's the Steel Samurai!
Excuse me, that's the hero of Neo Tokyo!
Mr. Wellington? How strange. I almost swear that you're holding my phone.
You're... Ah! No, it can't!
By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Shouldn't the bailiff be doing something about that?
So, that's what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington?
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become more paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty! Confetti.
Oh look, it's her.
That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, that was 3 hours.
4 hours.
We reconvened at, like, right before noon.
I don't know when we went off.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it was an hour between convention. But okay. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failure. Oh no! Your whole life? It couldn't have been that bad, could it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building! Excuse me? I've been hit by all sorts of I can't. Gotten sick from all sorts of food. Failed at almost every test. Experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never once even tried a game at tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disaster. You poor girl!
That is pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as Goddess of Misfortune. Oh no. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Oh, that's so sad. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth in the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. I don't see what was bad about that, but okay, whatever. That's not true. That glove didn't have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Oh wait, I'm not using the right voice. I forgot which was what.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the good goddess of misfortune is only a name.
You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, achieve your goals.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Right, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
See ya, Maggie. I like Maggie Bird.
She is adorable.
I know. What a horrible day.
I don't understand how she's alive.
I know, right? He's like...
She fell off the 9th floor? As a 6-month-old?
Great reflexes.
As a child.
As a child.
As a baby, actually.
As a baby.
It's not even a toddler.
Yeah, exactly. I've got my memory back, but things still are a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
Yeah! I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes.
You don't remember still?
So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
You did not get your memory back, Phoenix. What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me.
Her puffing her cheek.
Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others.
The judge.
The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions.
You shouldn't be a judge.
But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else.
With your hair now.
And this girl, Maya.
You finally remembered.
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her.
Is that a good thing?
For example,
her love of burgers? Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh, well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
Yeah! Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Well, come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burgers joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't been 2 months since she's come back into my life. And that story. That story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. The end!
Yay!
We'll find out more about that in the next episode. In the next case, titled Reunion and Turnabout. So, in the next episode, we will start Reunion and Turnabout. See you guys then.
Bye!